Overseas investors are being wooed to build luxury hotels in New Zealand as a demand for 4- and 5-star accommodation outstrips growth. The big picture: a record 3.8 million people visited the country to the year to June last year. That number is forecast to keep booming. So how big is the problem? In Auckland, 4,000 beds are needed by 2025, but 72% of planned hotel construction is yet to begin. Taupo needs at least 100 new rooms and no construction is underway, while nearby Rotorua requires over 500 hotel beds by 2025. Queenstown is booming and needs an extra 1,170 rooms. A shortfall of 251 is predicted. And while no new hotels are planned in Dunedin, an extra 261 beds are needed. Katie Bradford has more details.
When Ed Sheeran mania hit Dunedin, accommodation providers all had their no vacancy signs out. The southern city's experienced a 6% growth in hotel demand in the last 2 years and wants to boost its reputation as a heritage tourism hotspot. But like many centres, it needs more beds.
What is challenging is getting the bed at the right price point and at the right quality that people are wanting. So as we're seeing, the tourism market increase, we also have to make sure that we're matching that with the appropriate accommodation offering.
Accommodation's in demand nationwide, so New Zealand Trade and Enterprise is calling on foreign investors to help out.
You're going to need to be constructed here in New Zealand by New Zealanders. It's going to need to be developed by local developers in New Zealand, and it's going to need to employ and be operated by New Zealanders here.
Just over 50% of hotels are owned by Kiwis, so overseas players could have a bigger role.
Internationally, the key markets are Australia, Singapore and Hong Kong.
But there are big hurdles for anyone looking to invest.
People have to get their heads around getting overseas investment consent if they need it, and then how do they deal with the local regulatory environment. So the easier we can make it for people to actually invest in this stuff, the better, recognising that we need rules to safeguard, make sure we've got the right investors coming to the countries.
And with major shortages in Auckland, the pressure is on in our largest city. In 2021, both the America's Cup and APEC are being hosted here, and by 2025, 4 million visitors a year are expected. That's a 58% increase.
In Dunedin, while no big construction projects are underway,
We've got a few boutique hotels that have opened up or are in the process of going through development, but we are also seeing a lot of other international chains looking at Dunedin as an option, and we obviously have some interest in those wanting to build quality accommodation into the city.
the key now is to make sure that those projects that are only in the planning stages get underway and fast. Katie Bradford, One News.